Chapter number 3, terms and definitions. So until now, we don't have any requirements. These are the chapters in the beginning, the scope, the terms and definitions. All these chapters are only for information, but also they are very important for us to understand how the standard is working, and also the terms and definitions they are going to be used in the other clauses of the standard. So the first thing you have to do is that to have the table, which is the cross-reference table that is kindly provided by ISO. In this table, you will find the old definitions, the new definitions, what was changed, what was deleted, and so on. But briefly, to give you some information about this table, we have some definitions which have been deleted for a reason. For example, we have the accreditation certificate. We don't have anymore this definition because we don't have anymore the requirement for an accreditation certificate. We still have the requirement on what is the information to be given after accreditation decision and what can be published as information, but we don't have a paper certificate or something which is called accreditation certificate as a definition. The second thing what was removed also is surveillance. So now we have different kinds of techniques that we are going to use in our accreditation, and surveillance is like one kind. So that's why now we don't have anymore this concept of surveillance activities. We have the concept of techniques of assessments, that we can have a lot of kind of techniques, a combination of techniques to use for our activity as an accreditation body, and not necessarily the surveillance in one time. So that's why the definition of surveillance have been now deleted, and we don't have any more this definition. Also, we have the term of lead assessor, which is now more team leader definition, which is there. Other terms that have been also created new definitions in the new 1711. We have a number of them. We have 15 new definitions in the standard. The most important ones that we can mention in here would be the remote assessments, flexible scopes. So flexible scopes are an activity that we have since many years now, 13 years that we are doing, and many regions also have documents special for these kind of activities and the flexibility for the scopes. So now we have this definition in our standard. We have also more clear definition about what is conformity assessment activity. We had the definition of conformity assessment body, but also now conformity assessment activity. We have new definitions about impartiality. So impartiality now is defined, presence of objectivity. So this is also a definition that helps us understand more impartiality and also refer to it better. And also we have other kinds of definitions, like for example the assessment program and also the assessment plan. So we make difference now in our cycle of accreditation. We have an assessment program, which is what we are going to do in this cycle, but also we have the assessment plan for each activity of assessment that we are going to make. These definitions are very important, not only for the clauses that we are going to use, but also when you're going to discuss about new activity for conformity assessment, for example. It's very important for you to understand if these definitions are applying or not and how to do with it. You can go to the table and see the differences about the old version definitions and the new version definition. And let's go now to another chapter. We start with the requirements and chapter number 4, where we're going to see maybe some new definitions applied there, and also we see what are the requirements for the general requirements in chapter 4. See you there.